Hey, welcome back to episode 5 now. Episode 5 of our crumbing adventure. So the Crumb Block Quilt Series Crumb Block Adventure Quilt Series. Crumb Block Adventure Series. Whatever. Why do I always come up with names that are so long? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I only have 5. So, episode 5, I have 5 strips, scrappy strips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are going to put those together vertically to create another 6.5-inch scrappy strip block. All right, so this is going to come together really fast because there's only just a few stitch lines to make. So let's get right to it. All right, guys, here we go. So I laid these out the way I want them to. And this block right here, or this strip, is really wide. It is almost 3 inches wide. It's like 2 7/8. 2 7/8 wide, not counting this salvage edge, which I'm gonna cut off. So, and it's a little bit over 6.5 inches, so it's perfect. So this is the block or the strip that I want to use to measure all the others. So we're gonna line them up like this. So I'm gonna start with this one first, and then I'm gonna place this yellow one on this side. And I'm going to get these out of the way. And again, I use a scant 1/4 inch, maybe like a 1/8 inch seam allowance on these scrappy blocks. But you can use whatever you'd like because of the narrowness of these blocks. Oh, maybe you can't even see that. You don't need to see my shirt. There you go. Because of the narrowness of these blocks, I keep the seam allowance pretty short, pretty small. But you can do whatever you want with your scraps. I mean, if you have bigger scraps, then use a bigger seam allowance. And you know, if you've been following along, you know that I like a flat work surface. So if these fabric pieces are all like, sticking up, it's hard for me to really get a nice sewn line there. Now the next one, I'm just going to place right along this edge too. So it is pretty side down, or, right sides down. Uh-oh. I don't need to go that fast. All right. Sewed way too long there. And then you can finger press, and then I take it to the iron, and I do a dry iron first, and then if you really need to, with like stiffer fabrics or more higher quality fabrics, you can add the steam. And again, it's just a press. You don't have to like swirl your iron all over that. And this fabric right here is a canvas-ish kind of fabric, so it's not even a true quilting fabric. All right, now I'm going to take the little minions and I'm going to just attach them to the side right now. And line that up with that. So I line it up on this edge, and then I line it up on this edge. And these are actually coming together pretty straight. So that's nice, because the other strip set we did horizontal, it was not straight. Alright, guys. Okay, so open this up. There we go there. Iron it flat. And then I flip it over and I iron it on the other side too, just for good measure. And then I just take a measurement here, and yeah, I'm about I need another inch on here. So Again, I want to cover this part up, or you can cover it up or cut it off. So whatever you want to do. And then, so I'm just going to measure my scrappy fabric strip line to the salvage edge here. And so right along this edge. Super. All right, finger press that open, and let's see what we have. All right, guys, look at that. We have created a 6.5-inch scrappy strip block. Okay, I'm going to trim this up. So I will show you here. Take it to my rotary cutting mat. And you know what, I'm just going to press this down because I didn't, and you know me, I like a flat surface to work on. So if it is pressed down, then I know I get a true cut. Okay, so I'm going to align, here's what I'm going to align. I'm going to align, and maybe you can't see that very well, but there's this black line along this right here and a black line along here. So I'm going to see if I can line those up and get that in the block. Because when these little blocks go into a bigger quilt project, I'm going to lose some of this, some of that, you know, border on there. So I want to see if I can get as much red in there as possible. Okay, there we go. And then I can line this up here and here. So this actually is a salvage edge on this fabric, so I'm okay to cut that off. You know, like me personally, I'm okay to cut that off. And then basically I want to keep these squares in line. So that should be a super straight edge right there. Okay, so let's cut this right here. Now using my rotary mat, I can turn this around without moving the fabric and the measuring block. There we go. Take that off. And then cut this here. Alright, just one more side. Now this moved a little bit, so I'm just going to readjust it to make sure it's a squared up block. And right here. Guys, we did it. Look at that. I think this is the fastest video I've done yet that the cat has not interrupted me. There we go. We stripped it again, guys. We stripped our scrappy block. Awesome. Thanks for playing along again today. This was actually really fun and really quick. So you can see how this can be, how these blocks can be put together. They, you know, if you have these super teeny tiny pieces, it's going to take a lot longer to put those little tiny pieces together to create, you know, a 6-inch, 8-inch, you know, whatever kind of block, as compared to these, like, especially if they're really thick strips. Like this is almost 3 inches in a 6.5-inch strip. So that takes up half your block. That's kind of cheating. That's a little bit cheating, guys. But I think we created a nice block here that we can add to this strip one. And it has some of the same fabrics, so they all match together. So I wouldn't want to put the minions together close like this. I would probably put, you know, this one, our cabinesque-ish block, and then this other one that we have done, you know, this almost a cabin-esque-ish block too. So, but anyway, look how fast that was. Guys, thanks for playing along today. I love it. It turned out great. I hope you can do the same thing with your blocks. And let me know in the comments what you want to see next. And I do have something planned next for next episode, so stay tuned. Hit like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Share it with people. Make fun of my hair. Whatever. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.